You're in the middle of going through this process, aren't you? You're in the middle of going through a digital transformation at the moment, aren't you? Would you like to take us through that journey?
Yeah, of course. So, as Bignell, as I said, we're a small SME. We're based in Shildon. Company was originally founded in 1976, so this year we're celebrating our 45th year. And as you sort of said there, we're a very diverse sort of company. So we have 3 businesses on site. First of that is Master Loop Systems, which does sort of automated lubrication systems. I won't bore you with too much, but basically that is sort of repeat products going through every year. We work with a couple of large global OEMs with those, and we have sort of fixed standard contracts. The other side of that is Tech, which is toilet cubicle hardware, which Kate's got actually quite a bit of insight to, which is construction based, so it's a completely different industry. It's very high volume, lots of orders going through, and thanks to the government announcement this last year that build has actually gone from strength to strength, which is quite a nice thing to say at this moment. And then finally we have Shildon Manufacturing Company, which is a manufacturing company in Shildon, and that is basically a subcon CNC shop, which all the necessary kit you need to operate in these modern days and times. But it has the benefit of, because we design all our products for the other 2 product groups, we use our sort of knowledge and expertise from them to work with our customers and make sure that we have designs that are, or they have designs that are fit for purpose, cost efficient, and can give them that sort of guidance and advice. So then recently, as I say, we took on the decision to invest into a new ERP system. And this was something that we were ideal of. It's been mentioned on what's happened before is we've had lots of different systems because we've got lots of diverse businesses in different industries. So we're trying to amalgamate everything into one system that will cover the full site. I think originally, and I had to go back, because this actually predates me, but we probably started about 5 years ago, going through that and getting into the motions of what we wanted to do with the business and investing in the ERP system. However, it didn't really gain momentum, and probably say 2 to 3 years ago when we had a sort of strategic review. We were looking at our ambitions for the future. So John Bignell, who I'm sure many in this room will know, has an ambition. He wants to grow our business. We've got resources behind us, and I think it's been a bit of a bugbear of his for a few years now that he wants to get the business up and platformed and levelling up. However, from my side, obviously I came in from a sort of sales background and head of commercial, and did a bit of guys review, where do we go, what are we going to do with that? So we sort of looked at it and we started saying, well, the problem that we had is we knew we made money, but we didn't necessarily know where we made money. So the opportunity that we saw with an ERP system was, okay, we can actually start drilling down into the information. We can make decisions based on data rather than our gut instinct or the best guidance that was being given to us at that time. So as such, we had the strategic review. We went through all that side of it, agreed a rough budget, haven't quite got to the level of double or tripling that yet, and set about a plan to actually get the project in motion and going. Something that's been mentioned a lot here, and I can really reinforce, scoping is probably the key part of this. And it was something we identified very early days, and to the point where we actually then took on a consultant to come in from the outside, someone that we previously worked with, and basically went through the entire business. So she spent probably the best part of 2 weeks with the business. She sat down with all the key stakeholders. She went through every aspect of the business, saw what we did day to day, to then start developing a scope that would fit for the diverse business that we are. We went through all that side of it, we got the scope pulled together, and then she also took us through that initial inquiries phase as well. So, okay, everyone's going to come to, and then this is where we started interacting with all those lying salesmen. We basically went through all that, and actually was something that was touched on there, and I'm furious we've gone further in this one now, because we sort of categorised it into 3 key areas, which were the must-haves, nice-to-haves, and okay, yeah, fantastic, it'll do that, but probably not going to use that, but hopefully, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, hopefully we'll be at that level. Went through all that process, eventually got it whittled down to about 3 potential providers, and then we asked them to then go through this scope of actually providing customised pictures, coming through, customising that to our business, and then seeing how that would flow through from that. Finally got through all of that, and this was a long process. It probably took 4 to 5 months. We didn't like to rush this. It's like I said, it's a big step change for us. It was a big investment. But we got to the point where we finally nominated our supplier. But what we then started to look at was, okay, we've committed to this, we've got a plan going, what's going to happen, but we need to make sure that this system doesn't come in and compromise the sort of key values that we've built the business around, which aren't anything fantastic. It's providing a good quality of part at the right price and keeping our employees happy. We want to provide good, honest employment for our local people. So with this in mind, and bearing that we are an SME, we don't have an infinite resource around us, we actually took the decision at that point as well to take on somebody on a fixed term contract who had an experience of implementing ERPs and make that the project champion for bringing that through the business. I'd probably say this has been one of the biggest benefits that we've had, because what that enabled us to do is, historically we're a business that's had people with us for the past sort of 10, 15, 20 years. What it gave us was a fresh set of eyes. So what we didn't want to fall into the trap was of just bringing in a system that told us all, adapted to what we already did, and then gave us the same answer. So we wanted that fresh set of eyes that would then come in and sort of say, okay, well, yeah, this is how we're doing it now. This is what the system will do. Is there a compromise somewhere in there that you can sort of, we'll take it down this road and this side?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was something we did with them. I've probably gone far over on your question here, by the way.
You're all right.
I'm just defaulted into it.
Plan, we never sticks to plan, does it?
No,